Today I will be giving the final draft persuasive speech for BYU-Idaho's COMM 102 course. I believe it is so crucially important for women to earn a college degree. It can help strengthen their capabilities and help them become better mothers. It will help them become more confident, self-reliant people. Ever since I graduated high school, or earlier, I have felt that education is something very important for me to pursue. I decided to start my education right after my senior year, and I don't regret it at all. Because I got this jump start on my education, I'll be able to help provide for my husband and I sooner, and be able to finish my education more fully before having children. I feel so very blessed to have this opportunity. Also, I'm grateful for BYU-Idaho. I feel like it's such a blessing how they provide so many opportunities for education, including their online courses, cheap tuition, etc., etc. So, my first point I'd like to make is self-reliance. Even if women are married, having a college degree and education will help them be better able to provide for themselves, for their families, such as if something were to happen to their husband or if they needed to help put him through school or to help provide for the family in times of tight finances or emergencies. Education is quickly evolving into something different than it used to be. United Nations stats stated that female participation in tertiary education overall has increased globally and currently surpasses male participation in almost all developed countries and in half of developing countries. In a recent statistic report from ABC News, it stated that a girl with an extra year of education can earn 20% more as an adult. I think that really helps highlight some of the high points of education. My next point is to educate the next generation. Women and moms specifically are much more capable of educating the next generation, including their children, if they themselves have an educational background. FamilyStudies.org states that children's educational outcomes, their cognitive skills, grades, and educational attainment are closely linked to their parents' level of education, which can include fathers too, but I feel like mothers have a more direct influence on that. Mothers have a direct link to their child's education according to the Reed Foundation, which states that a mother is one of the largest influences on her child's life, and with this power comes responsibility. Education is one of the most critical areas of empowerment for others, and this education leads to social change and advantages for her children. Her children will see their empowered mother as a role model for their own lives, which I think is a really empowering statement and really helps outline why it's just so important. Of course, all children are free to make their own choices when they grow up, but it definitely wouldn't hurt to have that extra influence in there and to have an education to help your children learn and grow and progress in their own studies while they're young. My third point is to foster strength and capability. Women generally have lower self-esteem and more self-esteem issues. We could always use a confidence boost, etc., etc. And education can help that because a woman will know she's capable of more, and she can accomplish difficult things. Just because women are empowered and have the capability doesn't mean they can't have a life outside of a career or education. Of course, it's so important for women to have children and raise families. Quote, about 1 in 10 mothers with a master's degree or more are staying at home in order to care for their family, while a relatively small share of all mothers have a master's degree or more. The educational attainment of all mothers has been growing steadily in recent decades. Unquote. I think it just really helps to show that while education is so important, so is motherhood. Education is just a stepping stone and really a brick to help build your life around. So I think we're so blessed to live in a first world country, at least most of us are, where education is so readily available, where there's ways to pay for it if you don't have the money. So we should definitely take advantage of our blessed situation and strive to educate ourselves. Now, to put a disclaimer on this entire speech, education isn't for everyone. I've seen that with some of my friends and people I'm close to. Some people just don't want to pursue it. They don't feel the need. Some just want to work their way to the top of the business world through experience. Others just want to skip education entirely and start raising families and settling into the simpler life. But all in all, I feel that everyone should be able to decide for themselves. I'm just expressing what I feel. and how I've seen it bless my life. So while education isn't for every woman, it's so vitally important to earn one. It fosters confidence, self-reliance, and capability, and it helps mothers prepare to be better mothers, to teach their children, and it can make them a stronger influence in the world and help prepare them for whatever may come. Thank you.